What is good, y'all? Peace, love, and blessings. It's your brother Key, and welcome to my workshop. I know y'all probably missed me, and I haven't seen y'all in a while, and that is for good reason, and also no good reason. I actually was traveling, and I came back. I was also going through some very difficult ups and downs through the past couple months. You know, family related issues and also to just, you know, like a personal journey that I'm going on. That I'm going through basically my walk of life. I had some stuff that I wanted to speak to y'all about, to know, you know, like to share and hopefully help somebody or help a bunch of people. It has to do with you know, throwing stones at glass houses, right? And it's not really just the throwing of the stones at the glass houses per se. I would say it's hiding hiding after or pretending like you didn't do it. Definitely jump into the rest. Yeah, if you like what you see, hit the like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends. We're gonna be talking about, you know, like glass houses and stuff. Basically us as human beings, right? So the way I figured this out and how crazy it can be when, you know, when you're like trying to figure out who you are, and you're going to find who's really your supporters and what people really think about you, right? And this is going to take, if you can try this experiment out, but you have to be prepared to be abandoned by people that you probably cared about, but you know, but at the end of the day, they're probably not really good for you anyway, because if they really cared about you, they wouldn't abandon you. And don't mistake space for abandonment. Abandonment is when you speak to somebody, open up to a person, and you hit like a brick wall. That person does not care about you. You know what I'm saying? And it can be real painful because some of these people are your family members, friends that you've known for years, you know, people that you probably like, maybe partners, whatever, right? So we're going to put you, right? We're going to put you, right here. You. And then you have, on the other side of you, you have family, friends, lovers, and coworkers, right? Now, this experiment can be very difficult. So when you're trying to change your life, you see how you have that circle around you? You have to open up, right? You have to open up in order for you to have access to your family and your friends, right? Hold on, let me draw that arrow. And in order for your family, your friends, your lovers, and your coworkers to have access to you or to make their way to you, right? But if you really want to test the friendship, if you really want to test how deep the love is, instead of going to them, put yourself, right? You, and that means, now let's make the circle a little bigger. You, your pain, your secrets, and we could just say your trauma, right? Instead of public, let's use a more common term known as front street. So basically, front street is like everybody's gonna know your business once you put your stuff. So now, put all your stuff here, and then see now who then comes to you. That's how you sift out the BS. Because now, let's draw a line. When you do this exercise, abandon. Right down here, under family, friends, right next to Front Street, instead of your family, your friends coming to you, which equals love, right? Or you know, you can say care, whatever. They care and they love for you, and that's why they're bringing that to you. They do this. They jump down here to abandonment. And now they're judging you And they're also, they're staying away from Front Street. So let's explain this so it's not too confusing. So when you have all of your pain, your trauma, and your secrets, and you put your stuff on Front Street, love and care is what people who truly love and care for you, your friends, family, lovers, your coworkers, whoever, if they're really here, they will bring that love and that care to you. But if they're judgmental and if they're not real, they will go right down here and fall into abandonment. And then they'll get pissed off, make you feel even worse. They're gonna be like this little grouchy face right here, pissed off at you. And then now it's like, instead of just having abandonment, now we have judgment. And also, what's another one? Judgment. That's really it. Judgment, and also to ridicule. I forgot to spell ridicule. Ridicule. That's probably not how you spell ridicule, but whatever. So basically, when you have all your pain, your trauma, and your secrets, basically the most sacred parts of yourself, and you put it on Front Street, and Front Street doesn't always have to mean, like on TV or the computer or like, social media. Sometimes that just means you putting it out. Like, you put all your stuff on the table. Hold on, my tea. Enough of the whiteboard. When you put your stuff on Front Street and you put yourself on Front Street, you will be vulnerable to judgment. You will be vulnerable to abandonment. You will be vulnerable to people exploiting you. You'll be vulnerable to a lot. But that also takes courage. And you have to go through that step in order to truly know what you're made of. There is no shortcut when trying to figure out who you are and who cares for you, who loves you, who's not there for you. And some of us have it harder than the rest. I'm one of the ones that have it harder than the rest. I've been abandoned by my family multiple times. You will also be vulnerable to lies. Because if you decide to change your life, that's the worst thing for people that want you to stay the same. That's the worst thing for the people that consider you to be lower than them, that consider you to be worth nothing. That's the worst thing for individuals that don't believe in you. Because now what happens is they can't really hold much stuff over your head, but they will always find minuscule things. They will always do things to try and break you, try and make you feel weaker. And God tells us, speaks in many different ways, shows us in many different ways. A virus or a sickness, it infiltrates, right? It will try and knock you down, destroy your immunity, destroy your physical godliness, your spiritual godliness. When you get sick or when you're feeling down, you feel heavy, or depending on it, you might feel clogged up. You might have, mucous membrane. You might have too much of this crap, like just clogging you up, like, I don't feel good. That's how it is when people are in your life. It's just psychological. When you're trying to walk straight, somebody blocks you, and then it's like you're congested. Or you may be trying to change your lifestyle. Somebody say, man, you don't need that, man. Just, keep doing this. Like, and when you try to say, I'm doing it just because I feel this way about myself. Now they say, well, you shouldn't have been doing this. You shouldn't have been, you shouldn't have been in that situation anyway. Or you shouldn't have been there at that time doing this and that. Now they're exploiting you. Now they're making you feel down. They're throwing stones at you, whatever. And then instead of trying to help you, give you the solution, the cure, the elixir, they will, yo, homie just told me, da 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 da. You know what, Shorty just told me, yo, they have they're going through this type of problem, and they can't really figure it out. I don't even know why they was over there anyway, or I don't even know why they decided to do that. Then I try to tell them that this ain't their path. Now they're knocking you down and also pulling the rug out from under your feet. You know what I'm saying? People will judge you, and they will break you, and they will try and destroy your image when you put your stuff on Front Street. But let me tell you the power about freeing yourself and about putting yourself on Front Street. Once you put your stuff out there, it's only a matter of time until you become immune to it. Now, I'm not saying it may not bother you sometimes. I'm not saying that it may not upset you. Because if I was hurt, if I was picked on, right, as a kid, like there was a specific person that used to pick on me at a certain point, let's say when I was 10 years old, right? And I told somebody this, and I put my stuff on Front Street. I went to a school, and I'm, like teaching kids, like, yo, if you're getting bullied, you have to learn how to stand up for yourself or whatever. And if you are a bully, don't do that, because somebody is always bigger and stronger than you. So be kind to others or whatever. And somebody says, man, I remember when so-and-so used to punch you in your face or spit on you or da-da-da-da-da, right? Now you can either get, how can I say, back into your, well, man, I don't even know why you're bringing that up. Or get angry, or you take the best approach. Stand up for yourself, and you show change. Now, I'm not telling you got to punch everybody in their face, but sometimes you have to hit people with who you are. Not always with violence, but with intellect. And when you continue to change, even if you was a destructive person when you was younger, when you was very, very, how can I say, like, maybe untrained, uneducated, immature, walking the wrong path, misguided. If you decide to change your life and you're on this walk of life and you're moving in a direction that is better, there will be tests and there will be people that straight up violate you, for real. But you have to learn how to either walk away, ignore, or check them right where they stand. Correctly, too. Correctly. Violence is the last resort. But please believe, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. And I'm not telling you to get violent. But sometimes you have to get real close to it before throwing any fits and show that you are willing to take an extra step in order to protect yourself, your way of living, your life, the things you care about, how God originally intended us to be, and also where you're going and the people that you love. So, yeah. So I really wanted to share that with y'all because I noticed a lot of people just dogging me out. And it's the sad part is, as a young brother, a black man in America, a melanated brother in America, a colored brother, you know what I'm saying? What really, is probably the most difficult is being understood by individuals that don't want to change, or that that says that you're a really crappy person, but they refuse to, become better or renew themselves. They refuse to see their own habits, and instead they hurt you. So I've learned a lot of things about myself, and also, the people I call family and friends. And it's the best time, even though it's not really I don't want to say it's the best time or whatever, but The most opportunistic time for other people is when you're going to see when and how much people actually care about you. And if a person who you always had, a slight suspicion about, test them. Show them that you're weak and see if they either take advantage of you or try to pick you up. That's the deciding factor. And like I said, your feelings might get hurt. In fact, I can almost guarantee that your feelings will get hurt. But it's about getting over it, past it, and beyond it. So, listen, y'all. Life is a journey. Know who you want to take with you. Save yourself first. And don't give up hope. Don't give up the faith. But also be vigilant. Work on yourselves daily. Know when to take a break, know when to chill out, know when to hang back and relax. But also don't be scared to push the envelope sometimes and swim upstream. You can't always just roll your boat gently down the stream. Sometimes you gotta be like that salmon swimming upstream, or heck, sometimes you gotta be like that bear waiting for the salmon. Know what I'm saying? I don't really know what that analogy meant, but swim upstream sometimes, y'all. But yeah, if you was feeling or digging what I'm saying, yeah, subscribe to the channel, and hit the like, comment. If you grab something cool, and I appreciate, just the support. I don't have a whole lot of subscribers and stuff like that right now, but I intend for it to help at least one person. You know what I'm saying? And if I could at least change one person's life drastically and help them to reach their goal and their purpose and live in that for all the days of their life, then my mission is complete. But I would definitely like to help a billion people. So, love is love. Peace, love, and blessings. Stay blessed and less stressed. All praise due to the Most High. Peace.